So now we turn to an industry leader that is transforming its operations to close material loops and drive sustainability across its entire value chain. In her presentation, she will highlight BASF's research-driven approach to advancing circularity, from increasing the use of recycled and renewable feedstocks to developing new material cycles and innovative business models. Please welcome the Senior Vice President at BASF, Dr. Carla Seidel. Welcome.
Good morning to everybody. It's a pleasure to be here today, and it's really an inspiring atmosphere, bringing the old industry together with the new solutions. And that is also about my talk in the next 15 minutes, how we as BASF drive transformation towards sustainable chemistry. BASF is active in many areas in BASF, in the chemical arena. And one particular is the performance materials and monomers, so it's about also the plastics business. If you think about plastics and if you think about materials, man-made materials as such, do you know that the amount that humans made in materials is more than biomass? If you think about polymers, if you think about plastics, since the 1950s, more than 9 billion tons of polymers, of plastics, was produced. This means, taking Lego bricks, you can cover the entire surface of the Earth 16 times with these 9 billion tons. So an amazing amount of material, amazing amount that need to be tackled, and also the question of how do we go forward. In BASF, our new winning strategy guides our ways. Chemistry for us means chemistry for a sustainable future. And in the strategy, our ambition is clear. We want to be the preferred chemical company to enable the green transformation of our customers. So that means there's a clear statement that chemistry has been and is and will be the core of what we are doing. It's our heritage, and it's also the DNA. And the innovation that comes with it is our way that we say, okay, this is how we tackle the future. The BASF Verbund is one key element that will drive this transformation. And what does it mean? Our production is orchestrated along value chains. So that means our production is interconnected, our value chains are already there. So the first wave that we tackle is we go from gray to blue to green to drive this transformation. So with bringing in bio-based raw materials already at the very beginning of the value chain, to bring in renewable energy and to bring in other green vectors like hydrogen, like green hydrogen, in combination with recycling, we will be able to stepwise transform our production and to offer low or CO2 products to our customers. So how do we do this? In the new winning ways strategy, there are different phases. And when you look at this, you will also see that we move more from a target-based strategy to a market-based strategy. What does it mean? So starting with pilot plans, with pilot projects, building on already existing and new technologies, we are also focusing on the market demand. And we can only be successful when we also create the relative business cases. So that means that we also earn money with the new products, and not only the chemical industry, but also the entire industries that we support. And we anticipate that by 2030, the demand for green chemical products will surpass the supply, and with that, also bringing the value, the business case to finance the green transformation to the market. So moving to a market-based strategy doesn't mean we give up our targets. We are committed to our sustainability targets. This is first and foremost CO2 reduction targets. By 2030, our goal is to reduce the scope 1 and 2 CO2 emission by 20%. And we are on the way to achieve this. And of course, we also are committed to our 2050 target of net zero CO2 emission. But this is a combined, this is part of the strategy, and this is part of the targets that we are committed. On the other hand, we are also pursuing sustainable products, and we build criteria and a way to describe them in the so-called sustainability future solutions. And our goal is to increase these products that contribute above average to the sustainability performance, either in the production or in the use of this product, from today a little bit more than 40% to 50% in 2030. And last but not least, the topic of this convention, it's also about circularity. So our commitment in the new strategy is to increase the sales with loop solutions, as we call it, from 5 billion euro today to 10 billion in 2030. So what does it mean, loop solution products? So in research, we looked at the different ways on how materials what is the life cycle of the material. And you can see here that there are two ways of life cycle management. On the one hand, there are the recycling technologies. So all the materials that you can collect, that you can sort and then bring back to the so-called technical cycle, this is one part. But then there are also materials, think about the shower gel in the morning, the surfactants, think about your washing machine and the washing the ingredients. This you can't collect. It's not possible. It's either not technically possible, or for some it's economically not feasible. So with these products, we target the so-called biological loop. So this means bio-based, biodegradable materials. And when you take these whole systems, you see that there are a lot of areas, and Holger Hanselka described it already, where innovation is needed. And on the one hand, it's designed for recycling, so to think about recycling already at the beginning of the product development, but on the other hand, also to explore the biological cycle and the biological loop and think about bio-based, biodegradable materials. So to structure this, we look at three different areas: new feedstock, new material cycles, and new business models. So let me share an example for all these three areas with you from the recent product and research developments. Circular feedstock means that we think about recycling, designed for recycling. Now they got me. Designed for recycling already at the very beginning. And here you see one of our latest collaboration products together with Sarah, where we realized a so-called one material jacket. This jacket is has been made out of recycled polyamide, or you also might know it as nylon. And what does it mean, a one material jacket? That means that here you have everything made from recycled polyamide. Going back, taking textile waste, bringing it to a chemical process to get the monomers, the building blocks back, and then bringing it back into the polymer, into the nylon, and utilizing it not only for the fabric, but also for the zipper, for the hook, and other components. So this is a unique circular solution, and here you also see what is important, to work together with partners along the value chain. None of the partners could have done it alone, so teaming up, as Holger Hanselka said, is really crucial, teaming up between industry partners, academia, and also having the right political setup to get the waste to the chemical plants and then have the product made. With the examples, they got me. So, second example, I said that also the biological loop is crucial, that all the materials that cannot be collected have to be in the end bio-based, but at least biodegradable. And this means you have to bring together these characteristics, and in many cases, it starts with understanding how biodegradability works, and in the different environment, being in water, being in soil, in sludge. And you see examples in 3 areas where we already launched products that are bio-based and biodegradable, be it in cosmetic ingredients, bio-based, fatty acid-based, emulsifiers for personal care applications, biodegradable ingredients for dishwasher, and also the biodegradable, partly bio-based EcoVio. It's a polymer film that can be used for packaging. And last but not least, it's also about new business models. What do I mean with that? For BASF, you would think about products, materials, substances, but regarding circularity, we also leverage the know-how that we have in different areas, like here where we have a near-infrared spectroscopy solution. It's a handheld that you can use, equipment that you can use for textile or other waste determination, so that you see what are the ingredients in the waste. And having here Trinamics, 100% owned company by BASF, we also include these solutions into our portfolio. So, to take away, the next steps, I said we are now moving from target to market-based strategies, so that means, for me, from targets to delivery. And this is why we are here today, to talk about the delivery, to talk how we bring all these great ambitions that we have into reality. So we are ready for the next level in the transformation. We think about safe and sustainable materials right from the beginning in research. We offer our customers products with reduced carbon footprint. But as I said regarding the collaboration with Sarah, it's only possible when you work together between industry, academia, and also politics. And that is, I think, why we are here today. And I hope we can bring this also to the delivery in the next 2 days. Thank you.